Is woke culture destroying America? Piers Morgan claims Donald Trump is the only cure. Whether you love or hate him, Trump's raw defiance fuels a cultural war splitting America in two. But is he really the hero his followers claim, or just throwing gasoline on the fire? What you're about to hear will change how you see everything. Stay with me. The rise of wokeness in America. Woke started as a call for justice, but has become, some say, a culture of control. It's everywhere, from schools to corporations, and it's sparking outrage. Critics say it's shutting people up, rewriting history, and pushing a political agenda. Over the past decade, public figures, businesses, and ordinary citizens have faced backlash for challenging progressive narratives. Social media has become a battleground where one wrong word can lead to cancellation. But is this truly about social justice, or is it a method to silence opposing viewpoints? As debates over free speech and accountability continue, the line between activism and suppression grows increasingly blurred. Enter Donald Trump. Enter Donald Trump, the man promising to fight back. Trump lives for controversy. His anti-woke war cry fires up his base. To millions, he's their blunt instrument against the cultural elite. He calls woke ideas insanity, and his followers cheer louder each time. From his presidency to his post-White House rallies, Trump has built his brand on defying political correctness. Whether he's criticizing diversity policies, questioning gender identity debates, or pushing back against media narratives, his stance is clear. He refuses to conform. But does Trump's defiance resonate beyond his core supporters? Is his resistance to wokeness a legitimate defense of free speech, or is it a political tool to keep his base energized? The media's obsession with wokeness. Does the media report news or preach ideology? Trump argues that mainstream outlets have become megaphones for progressive beliefs. Many conservatives agree, while Piers Morgan blasts journalists for abandoning objectivity. Trump bulldozes media narratives, and his base loves it. Look at CNN, The New York Times, and even late-night talk shows. Trump claims they've traded journalism for activism. Meanwhile, networks capitalize on Trump's controversies to drive ratings and clicks. But is the media truly biased, or has Trump masterfully painted himself as a victim to rally support? His battle with the press is one of modern politics' most defining conflicts. While critics call his attacks dangerous, supporters see them as necessary pushback against a one-sided media landscape. Can mainstream outlets regain trust, or has Trump permanently reshaped public perception? As the war over truth and bias continues, one thing is clear: the media remains one of Trump's biggest political battlegrounds, the battle over free speech. Is free speech Trump's strongest battlefield? Banned from Twitter, he warned, "If they can silence me, they can silence you." Millions believe their voices are under attack, and Trump vows to fight back through Truth Social. Big tech plays a key role in the culture war. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter have been criticized for censoring conservative viewpoints. When Trump was removed from social media after the Capitol riots, was it necessary moderation or an assault on free speech? By launching Truth Social, Trump ensured his message remains uncensored. But can it truly compete with mainstream platforms? More importantly, does this signal the rise of divided digital spaces, where conservatives and liberals engage in separate online spheres? As censorship debates rage on, Trump's platform fuels the fight for unrestricted speech, drawing both praise and skepticism. Will this reshape the internet, or is it just another echo chamber in an increasingly polarized digital world? Schools, the new front line. Are schools the new front line in the woke debate? Trump calls it indoctrination and vows to return control to parents. Even Piers Morgan agrees. Schools shouldn't be ideological battlegrounds. From banning books to rewriting history curriculums, education has become a political flashpoint. Critical race theory, gender identity discussions, and progressive social policies have turned school board meetings into war zones. Many parents demand a greater say in their children's education, while educators argue that diversity and inclusion efforts are essential for a modern curriculum. Trump's stance? Strip politics from education and empower families. He promises to remove ideological teachings and restore what he calls traditional values. But is that realistic? Can politics ever be fully removed from education? And if Trump wins in 2024, how will he enforce these changes on a national scale? With schools now a battleground for cultural identity, the fight over education is far from over. Wokeness in corporate America. Wokeness sells, until it doesn't. Trump mocks companies like Disney and Bud Light for virtue signaling. Morgan says companies should focus on business, not activism. Trump calls for boycotts and urges conservatives to spend their dollars elsewhere. Major corporations have increasingly embraced social justice messaging, from LGBTQ+ campaigns to anti-racism training. But when brands like Bud Light faced backlash over partnerships with transgender influencers, it revealed a deeper divide between corporate America and conservative consumers. For some companies, social activism is a marketing tool. For others, it's a genuine attempt to align with evolving societal values. Trump, however, sees it all as a distraction, and his supporters are voting with their wallets. Trump's 2024 battle cry. Is Donald Trump's 2024 bid a rallying cry against woke America? His supporters believe Trump 2.0 marks the end of woke dominance. Morgan argues that, flawed or not, Trump is the only one fighting back. His campaign rallies are filled with messages about reclaiming American values and stopping the leftist agenda. Can he reverse progressive policies, restore traditional education, and bring back free speech? Whether these promises are realistic or not, do they energize his base? Will Trump's stance keep the anti-woke movement alive and sustain momentum for his cultural conservative platform? Can he reshape the political landscape in 2024? The culture war rages on. Win or lose, the culture war is just heating up. Trump remains in the fight, no matter what. America's identity crisis is far from over, and he's not done throwing punches. Even if he doesn't return to the White House, his impact on the Republican Party and American politics is undeniable. His stance on wokeness has forced even moderates to take a position. Will this battle against progressive ideology shape the next decade of U.S. politics? As divisions deepen and the fight over cultural values rages on, one thing is clear: Trump's influence isn't fading anytime soon. Trump, cure or chaos? You decide. One thing's clear: the debate rages on. If this shocked you, wait until you see what's in my next video. Check it out now.